Hi friends, welcome to Smash Those Small Pads for February. I think I have about a week and a half till the video is due out and I'm choosing my paper, which for me, that's really good. When I opened up this bin, I thought, I don't want to make cards with this Bow Bunny collection. A couple of reasons. Well, I don't think I want to make anything with it. It's 36 pieces, so it's going to be a lot. No. Maybe? A lot of brown. So essentially, there's like 2 papers in it that I like. 3, maybe. Because I guess there's big floral, which I don't really like as much. And then there's small floral. I'm going to let this whole pad go. I'm not even going to take the pieces out. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to take one out. I don't think so. I think I'll be okay without that in my life. I'm going to put it in my go away box. I'm really trying to, you're going to see that in all my videos lately, for the Smash Our Stash is loose sheets. I'm about to go through some loose sheets and say, I don't want you in my life. Then I'll figure out what I'm going to make with some that I found along the way that I saw. Same thing with small pad. And then I have all those decluttering videos. So if you want to follow along on my decluttering and see how aggressive I'm getting, you probably want to watch all my videos because it'll be here and there. But I just wanted you to know, this one, I'm saying it's going away. It's not going to bring me joy. I'm not going to want to send you the cards. Then I was trying to figure it out. We're having kind of weird weather, so I'm not feeling too like bright and springy yet. See, like I'm not quite ready for So Lovely. I feel like that's March or April. I think I'm going to go with this one. This weekend, we're doing a pockets video with members. We're going to play with special pockets and stuff. And I was always thinking this would probably be ephemera, not so much cards. So I'm going to take this apart and start getting ready. And then who knows, maybe there will be pockets from this to show you. The members live, I won't make very many things with this, but it might get me started and give me some supplies. The number one thing to do if you really truly want to smash a pad is just sit down and take it apart. Take it apart gently, depending on what type it is. Like this one, I'm going to take all these off. I don't cut this off because I might want a 6.5 inch strip at some point. So I don't cut these out at all until I know what I'm going to use the paper for. And sometimes we just cover them up in a card. This is a collaboration put on by Bourbon Creek Crafts, who is Beth here on YouTube. And it's her and I and Stampin' Cat on Instagram, Kathy. The links are in the description down below. Each month on the 30th or February 28th, we share our pad smash with you. This one was a little tricky for me. Well-traveled, fairly masculine. I'm not planning on making any travel journals. So I really tried to downplay the travel. There were trains and planes and hot air balloons and let's go and see things, and so that I knew it would get used. I made cards and ephemera, and I'll show you in my ephemera. It looks a little bit unfinished, and there's a reason for that. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I said a prayer for you today. I thought this was gender neutral, and I don't know, I really liked the colors and how it came together. This one, if you recall, this was from Clusters for Cards. When I put the back layer on the thanks, I had a little trouble. I should have stopped it probably at the A and I went to the H, so then I couldn't slide it. And if you're new here, what I'm talking about is I put a layer of paper behind that Hanks, this part of the word, so that it would be the same height and not be wobbly. Then I had a big dead space, so I had to add 2 more stars here. So I think for simplicity, I would just put it on there and let it be warbly next time, or maybe decorate more of this and plan on moving it over. But I was trying to figure out how it would fit on the card. So this is from a different video, and then this is paper from the collection, and then I added some really funky specialty paper because I'm always trying to use it up. Thank you. These sentiments were already stamped or in my stash, and so I was using them. And I kind of like the gray on this. Once I got it together, I realized I should have matted gray right here too. For your eye in person and on the camera, you kind of need it. Get Well, again, the shimmer paper was already cut, and I just tried to find layers that worked with it. And I kind of like this one. It's fun. It's cheerful. Thank you. This was from a piece of ephemera or something, and it was in my stash. I love this one. It's so simple, and it was just using stuff up. If you have been watching my other videos, I am decluttering and going through my craft room, and I'm still going. I have more videos than you've seen, so stick with me. Something is broken. Oh, they're stealing a clothespin. This is a little envelope thing that you open up. When I put it in a journal, I probably won't leave this one so that you open it because it's not a simple paper to write on. I'll probably glue it in so it's a pocket, and I might even cut off this front part so that, or tuck it in, so just stars show and we have less airplanes. We'll just have to see what kind of journal it goes into, but I was just playing with a different type of pocket. Then this one is scraps. That's what I'm doing here. I used made a little tiny bookmark. You know how Beth makes those bookmarks? The paper was very directional, so I cut out a square at an angle on a 6x6 piece of paper. Major waste, but it took away the directional. And then I like both sides. And then this one, this is a little pocket. It was the back that was a neutral scrap. And so I used it. And I would probably glue this on a page, and then you could put something solid here for journaling. If I have something that has some burgundy, I could work it in. And then this one is a pocket. It would go on a page like this, and it would have a pocket back here too. Now on these where you see that the paper is longer, that's because I don't know the style of the page it goes on yet, or the journal. So I might take corners off of this and make it a tag. I might shorten it up and round it like this pocket. Same here. I've given myself options, and the length of it is purely based on the scrap. That's how long the scrap was, and I didn't want to cut it down. This one, you could poke a hole through it just the way it is and put some textiles, and it could be a bookmark. However, this also has a pocket right here, and then I stamped, it's the little things that make life big. This one, not decorated yet. It would be a way to tie it in. If the journal is butterflies, we put some butterflies. If it's blue, we add some bits of blue. You know how that goes. I love this stamp paper, so I'd probably want to cut this one a lot shorter so it shows better. And then Happiness Always. That was out of a bin that I was going through and clearing stuff out. Just, trying to take care of them. This one has 3 pockets, so I'm getting confused and putting them back in different ones. And when I went to put it in the journal, I would put something in here that would tie it to the page, because I'm not going to make a journal out of this paper. I don't think I have. No, I don't have this 12 by 12 paper, and I don't want to. Here, I punched the hole and made it a tag, but again, we might not leave it that way. When you see these angles that are different, you can cut these so that their angles all line up, but I prepped them and then I put them in a bin and drove around and they got mixed up. So if you want your angles to stay perfect, keep the parts together. This one's another pocket, and again, I would add something that goes with the page. Some of these, this one you could make it a tip out and write on the back on the text. This one you could certainly write on the white. Some of them, this one I would make a pocket. I don't want to see more of the airplanes. This is a vertical. It goes up here and then right here, and I stamped bliss. Happiness is a choice, and so you have 1, 2, 3 pockets, and then I have these stickers in my stash that I'm trying to clear out, so I used one here. I kind of love how this one turned out. These were literally junk scraps, and I just laid them across, figured out where I wanted to glue them. Now, I didn't glue at the bottom of each one. I made it so they're progressively longer, so you could have long things in there if you want. But you could make 3 shallow pockets. Here's another one. You can stamp across here so that when you pull a paper out of here, you have a fun surprise. However you want to do it. This one is a little wide. I might need to trim it. But see, I'm definitely going to glue that one down so it'll be a pocket behind this also. Or you can glue top and bottom and tuck in from the side if you haven't seen me do that. Again, trying to use up those stickers. I mean, we're talking like 10, 15 years in my stash. I don't even know. And a cute little pocket and that stamp paper that I love. This one, you could write on it or not. This one, I don't have anything in the pockets yet, but imagine it. Here, we'll put this little salt and pepper shirt guy. Oh, maybe he doesn't fit. But imagine it with cute little ephemera in it. It could be trees or butterflies or some larger die-cut dogs, and they could all go in the pockets. And this one I would glue down. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. And these are just tea-dyed pieces of paper that you could write on the back of that I had. And this is a scrap from the collection. And I rounded the edges because I like to do that. So some I rounded, some I didn't. Bunch of pieces of ephemera and a couple of cards. And I tried to use up my stash. I am touching everything, digging through everything, going through every box of ephemera one by one. Here are my scraps. There's nothing in here that says, oh, please keep me in your life. Don't like that. No. So I'm going to let these go. They're Beth and Kathy. I will be back on Wednesday with a 12 by 12 decluttering where I aggressively went through some loose sheets to get ready for Friday, Smash Our Stashes loose sheets. So a week from today, I will be back with that video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.